So, Joe, it's really nice to have you here on Channel One. First of all, let's talk about your radio project. Sounds very interesting. So tell us about.
What the thing I do now?
Yeah.
The program I do now. It's just an online station.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of based in Liverpool. It's been going for quite some time. It's kind of all the people who got into the club scene and around the world, I guess. I mean, I do programs with a American DJ.
Yeah.
Who's actually from Miami, but works with DJ Pierre in Chicago and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we do a thing called Miami Meets Liverpool. We got one coming up in a couple of weeks where I go on his show and he's on my show. We cross over between Liverpool and the UK and America. The two.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any memories from your Athens gig here with the Passage many years ago?
Yes. It was very. When we arrived, we were very well looked after. We had best hotel rooms we'd ever had in our lives, and we went out for a massive meal with the people who run the record label. We went from one side of Athens to the other, I think, and.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of had this meal that we couldn't finish, and then when we got to the gig, the equipment was all kind of not what we were expecting. We hadn't brought any of our synths or anything with us. We needed kind of like synths with arpeggiators in and stuff to kind of play the bass lines for us because we were only a three-piece.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to kind of pack quite a lot into the three musicians. And when we got there, we had an electric piano, and that was it. and the drum kit, which was kind of falling apart from metal fatigue as we were sound checking.
It was
to that extent, it was kind of like we were on with the monochrome set, and they brought all their own equipment with them, and we hadn't. We were told that it would all be hired for us, and as you know, it was quite a big sports stadium. We played at. So in the end, we just decided that the only thing we could do was go on and make as much noise as we could. So that's what we did, and it actually got a very good response. Got a terrific response, actually.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The Passage was really brilliant in the band. Was there a highlight looking back? And what about your John Peel sessions period?
My what? Sorry.
What about your John Peel sessions period with the Passage?
Yeah, we did 4 John Peel sessions, I think. I played on the first and the final one, which was a live one in Manchester. Mm-hmm. And the first one was the only recording apart from one single that we did with Lizzie Johnson, who sang with us for a while. Mm-hmm. Peel sessions were always. I think everyone goes down there thinking that John Peel's going to be there, but he's not,
Mm-hmm.
And then the Manchester one was good because that was live, and then obviously in Manchester as well, So the BBC brought the big mobile unit to record that one. That was we did Peel sessions, we did Janice Long sessions on Radio 1, local radio ones around the UK.
Yeah. Joe, you were close to Ian McCulloch, of course. So tell us your memories with the Echo and the Bunnymen.
Well, Echo and the Bunnymen have been their mates. We kind of got into music around about the same time. Will Sargent's actually my close friend in the band. We've worked together on a few music projects over the years. But Echo and the Bunnymen were always my favourite of the Liverpool bands of that period. The Bunnymen were the ones I really liked what they were doing, more so than the other bands. I was more into Manchester bands at that time, Fall and all that kind of stuff, than what's going on in Liverpool. But the Bunnymen, I ended up doing a remix for the Bunnymen by accident, and a few years ago for a single they had coming out, and drumming on a tour with them in 1999 because their drummer went missing the night before the tour started. That was a bit. That was a bit of a shock to the system, doing a tour with a couple of hours.
Yeah, of course.
Learning the songs the night before,
Mm-hmm. And what about the British music scene nowadays? Can you give us a picture? Do you hear something new, something interesting maybe?
New what, sorry?
About the British music scene nowadays, your opinion, your point of view.
There's all kinds going on. There's too much going on in a way. It's you can't keep up. You know, I've seen a few good bands recently and been listening to a lot of bands. A band I'm particularly impressed with at the moment is a band called Sparrow in the Workshop. Do you know them at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like their stuff. I went to see them in Liverpool fairly recently. They played a great show to, unfortunately, not many people, but yeah, I was very impressed with them. I'm not going to be able to come up with any names now. Smog I like, Bill Callahan. Oh, that's not UK though.
Yeah.
Mind you, Sparrow in the Workshop are only not English. They're Scottish, Welsh and American.
Okay, Joe. So thank you very much for your time for this interview. Okay, we'll be in contact anyway. Okay.
Are we done?
Yeah.